Hello everybody and welcome to Apple Autos. My name is Austin and today I'm going to be showing you around this. This is pretty much the most extreme vehicle that Ford has ever built when it comes to the off-road side of things. This is the Bronco Raptor. It is Ford's version of the basically Wrangler 392. It is the competitor to that, but it features and boasts a 3-liter twin-turbo V6. Instead of a V8, which gives it basically better weight distribution than we see over in the Wrangler 392. Now, the Bronco Raptor was really highly desired for a while there, and we had very few of these units coming in to our Ford dealerships. So they were selling for $20,000 plus over MSRP, an extreme amount of money. However, we have continued to get inventory in from Ford, and numbers keep pumping up from Ford and the amount of units that they're sending us. So we are officially cutting MSRP. That is right. We are selling Broncos under MSRP now, including Bronco Raptors. This Bronco Raptor that I'm showing you off right here is one of our Apple Ford Shakopee units, and it is $4,050 below MSRP, which is insane. This is the first time in the area that anybody has cut the MSRP on a Ford Bronco Raptor. So that's pretty cool. Be sure to check out the link down in the description below if you guys are interested. Now, let me show you guys around the Ford Bronco Raptor. I think it's safe to say when it comes to overall looks, I don't think Ford could have made this vehicle look more aggressive than it looks. I mean, come on, the thing's as wide as a train. Are you kidding me? Look at the fenders on this thing. And the front end is just like straight up and down vertical until you get to the massive steel skid plate that runs all the way down. Like the ground clearance is ridiculous. Like I'm on my knees and my knee wouldn't even hit the bottom of this thing. It is huge. Not only that, but it even comes with standard rigid fog lights, but you can pull off this little Raptor cover that they put on here from the factory, and you have 4 rigid fog lights up front, which is actually used on one of the accessory buttons, which is super cool. Not only that, but the whole front end of this thing with the like standard F-150 Raptors 3 orange running lights and the orange running lights here as your daytime runners. Holy cow, this thing looks so mean, and it stands out from the other Broncos like nothing else. The over fenders, the super vertical front end, how wide it is, the running lights, they did a really good job of showing off the front end of this Bronco. Now, something that's actually that I've been thinking about that really impresses me, it's hard to, a lot of people think it's hard to justify the price difference between the Wildtrak and the Raptor, which, keep in mind, they're not comparable at all. The amount of things that they swap out on this Bronco versus the other Broncos. Here, actually, let me just show you. Bronco Raptor has a different hood, different grille, different headlight housings, different front bumper, different skid plate, different front end entirely. It has different fenders, larger wheels and tires, same doors, same mirrors. Actually, I lied. They're not the same mirrors. It has this red LED that emits on the back just to give it another thing of presence. So, different mirrors too. The top, I believe, is the same. Doors are the same, except for the back door, because we now have this Bronco wide body sort of piece in here, the wide fenders, whatever you want to call them. We have different running boards. We have a different gas cap and back fender. We have different taillight housings. I do believe that the trunk is the same. We do have a different third brake light, different back bumper. Almost every single panel besides the doors and the top are different from all of the other trims of Bronco. Let that sink in, that it has a different panel on almost every single panel than the standard Bronco. And that's not including the entirely different suspension, the different engine. It does have still the same 10-speed transmission. However, it is slightly re-geared and the shift points are slightly modified. It has a different rear end. What's the same? How is this even a comparable vehicle? The interior, the seats are different. The dashboard is different. It has a digital cluster, has a different steering wheel. Like, it's not even a comparable vehicle to the Wildtrak, which justifies the $20,000 to $30,000 price gap between the two. I hope that kind of just put into perspective how different the Raptor is from everything else. And all of that put together, when you see this in person, it just brings such a road presence on that it cannot be told apart. It's so unbelievably indistinguishable that it is special, that it's something different, that is unique. Because of all of the body accessories that they put on these, it just makes it stick out like nothing else going down the road. And that's something that's truly special about the Raptor. Something else that's really cool about the Raptor is it pulls the suspension from the standard F-150 Raptor, the Fox shocks, the massive orange shocks. They're huge and they look amazing. And we also get 37-inch tires that are beadlock capable with those amazing looking wheels. Now, those combined together make the ride in the Bronco insane. Now, the ride in the Bronco Wild Track is already really good with the Haas 3.0 suspension in there. It's very good in there. But the Raptor just steps it up another notch. And the Raptor does a lot of things like that in another notch. The engine is stepped up another notch, the exhaust sound, the overall capability off-road, the interior, everything is just stepped up another notch. They don't really skimp out on anything compared to the lower trims of the Bronco. They truly thought about and put their time into every component on this thing to make it one better than the one below it. And you can thoroughly tell that if you spend the time to walk around, to get inside of it, drive it. It's just so good. They did such a good job with these Bronco Raptors, and every single time I see one, I get excited just because I know what it is, and it's truly special. This view here really puts into perspective how wide this thing is. And one of the things I actually don't like about the Bronco Raptor, and it is kind of an annoyance, is how wide it is. Like, it's ridiculous how wide this vehicle is. It's a pain in the butt to park, it's a pain in the butt to drive around. It's huge. Like, the thing's a tank. It's one of the widest vehicles that I could even think of off the top of my head. These are 2 full hands wide on top of the body. That's ridiculous, and that's on each side. The thing's a biggin', to say the least. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's very thick. However, as you can see also from this angle, you can kind of see that diff cover back there with the cool R logo engraved on it. So totally different rear end inside of this thing that's specifically Raptor oriented, Raptor made. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say other than every single thing about this thing is different than any other Bronco, and you can truly tell it. If you guys are interested in one of these at all, you need to test drive one. Now, my reasoning for wanting to make this video was, is the Bronco Raptor still relevant? Basically, now that they're cutting on sticker, are we not able to sell these things? Does nobody want them? No, absolutely not. They're in high demand still. There's a very big following for these Broncos. They're super, super cool. And Ford did not skimp out on anything on these things. They truly put their time and effort into building the ultimate off-road Baja racer. I don't even know how to go about that SUV. It's not really an SUV though, because it's, you know, the boxy design. You know what I'm trying to say. They truly spent as much time as they could trying to perfect this Bronco, and they did. Everything about it is perfection. They nailed this thing, and it's just really cool now that we're starting to get these in our inventory. The reason that's cool is because I love seeing these on the road. They're so dang cool looking. And even seeing them out on their lots, like they're just menacing. They're so wide. They stick out from the crowd in every single aspect possible. And that's what I love about the Bronco Raptor. Now I'm gonna hop onto the interior here and show you guys why the Raptor's interior sticks out from the crowd as well. Getting onto the inside of the Bronco Raptor, another thing you're gonna notice is just how massive this thing is getting in and out of it. It is ridiculously large. Now sitting in here, all of the orange and carbon fiber accents make it feel quite special, and I also cannot believe Ford has not done this yet, but the Bronco Raptor is the only one of the Broncos that gets a full digital dash, and the digital dash is amazing. It is, in my opinion, far better than the other dashboard offered in the other Bronco models. The digital dash adds so many cool tech features and just a lot of really cool like visual signs and cool animations that I think make it feel like a more unique experience in the Bronco versus like the half screen, half speedo. I'm a really big fan of the full digital dash in here. And just the overall build quality is stepped up a notch. These seats are amazing. They're super, super comfortable. We have this like Alcantara with like these like vented areas inside of the seats here. They hug you very, very well. They're very supportive. Leather around the outsides of them. And just the carbon fiber touches they put up through the entire interior just make it feel another level of high end. The toggle switches up here make it feel super aggressive. And then we again have our stay bar disconnect, our front diff lock, our rear diff lock, trail turn assist, traction control, all of this on our hero pad up here, which is just so dang cool. And we still have all the mounts up here that you can like put GoPros and stuff on. So just the overall interior of the Bronco Raptor is absolutely amazing as well, and they stepped it up a notch between the other Broncos. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this brief video here on Apple Autos. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to help us grow this channel here, and let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Bronco Raptor. I think it is a lot more appealing now that we're pricing these below MSRP, and I think we're going to start selling quite a few more of them yet again, just because I think it's huge that we're cutting these back off of sticker. So let me know what you guys think of the Bronco. I look forward to seeing you next time.